Hey there, Dave Fortino over here at Netline. I figured I would run you through a really quick demo and explanation as to how we here at Netline are able to capture all of this super rich, first-party sourced, fully permissioned intent data. And so this really comes back to our core business model. So instead of looking at my face, I'm going to minimize that. And what we'll first speak about is our publisher platform. So in 99% of the use cases, marketers know us as a way of translating content into pipeline generating dialogue and data, right? And so most of our messaging externally is focused on that. Yet if you were to pay attention, there's a section up here on the top that says for publishers. There's a whole other side of the business that is specifically focused on working with B2B publishers, some of which are the largest organizations in the world, like Wall Street Journal, Harvard Business Review, Fortune, Inc., Fast Company, Forbes, you name it, all the way down to very, very industry-specific and vertically oriented organizations. Informa, our new owner as of about a year and a half ago, many of their direct competitors, and a ton of industry-specific and kind of endemic publications. We go about recruiting those publishers to help them do a number of things. One is to further bolster their kind of digital infrastructure. And by doing that, they're gaining access to the Netline portal, which operates as kind of like their centralized lead gen and data capture engine and or tech stack. This page kind of goes through a lot of that as to here's a case study with ALM and how they were able to do that. Some myths around what content can be used to do, how it can be used to further monetize their existing audiences, how they can use the platform to further accelerate data capture from their own audiences, and so on. And so the idea here is to give them a fully rich capability that allows them to extract a ton of information, insights, and a revenue stream from their own audience capabilities. They also have the ability to flight campaigns out into our audience when and where they need to do so. And so as part of this, though, we have amassed about 700,000 gated asset registrations per month. Those are covering every single type of topic and or content format that you can think of. So when you start thinking of normal intent platforms, they're traditionally only reporting upon web page views. That's it. People hitting a web page maybe for a millisecond to a few seconds or 30 seconds. That's it. That's all they're reporting upon. Intentive, due to our business model being around content centricity and gated experiences, captures 285 unique types of content engagement, even transferring that into offline event intent or event content such as session attendance and so on when you're actually at a physical real-world event. And so these are just some examples. There's 277 additional, but I believe this provides a great insight into the backing understanding of where all of this data is coming from. And then lastly, we'll quickly just touch on Informa, right? Informa acquired us in December of 2021. Their acquisition philosophy and strategy was very much rooted in our shared vision that first-party sourced buyer-level intent data is a fundamental difference maker to marketers, to sellers, and a dramatic differentiator to the existing account level intent solution providers that are out there. All of them are providing the same exact type of data, in many cases using the exact same vendor to consolidate account level insights. And so, yeah, we felt like there's a door wide open here to be kicked down, quite honestly. And we're really excited about what our capabilities bring. The idea around Informa converging through Intentive to leverage the best of the best online digital intent data that's all buyer level, and then consolidating that with offline and event intent data is something incredibly unique, quite powerful. And I think it's rather obvious, right? The delta there of a person visiting a page for a few milliseconds and counting that as surging, and or the alternative extreme being that a group of execs decided to fly, in this case, to Dubai for a 5-day event. They're probably flying business class. There's probably a massive T&E expense. There's the time commit and so on, and opportunity cost. Clearly, the intent of going to that event is exponentially greater than visiting a web page or even a handful of web pages. So I hope this was helpful in kind of giving a quick backstory as who we are, where all of this great data is coming from, and how we fit into the larger Informa ecosystem and even the publisher landscape as well. If you need anything else, you know where we're at. Talk soon. Thanks.